All right, overall, on a day in, day out basis, how would you rate yourself when it comes to feeling like you're in control of your business? How about being in control of and being able to consistently manage your time? How about managing your energy, your emotions, the way you feel throughout the day? Do you know without a shadow of a doubt what your long-term, big picture business goals are? Now, if you don't, you should, but that's not what this video is about. So hopefully you do, and if you do you have those goals broken down into tasks? And are those tasks consistently time blocked in your calendar? When you go to bed at night, do you know exactly what it is you intend to accomplish tomorrow so that when you wake up in the morning, you basically know what your mission is that day? I guess I'm trying to ask you, are you in control of your business, or is your business in control of you? So let's talk about the proactive agent versus the reactive agent. But first, little quick introduction here for those of you who do not know me. My name is Gregg Sugerman. I'm the in-house performance coach and consulting strategist for the Litvak team at Compass. And I have helped their founder, Eugene Litvak, and his all-star team go from 350 transactions to over 500 transactions in just a little over a year. Right? His agents are making more money, and they're doing so with a greater sense of control and focus. And that team had their best year ever last year, and they are on track to beat that by, I don't know, something like 40% this year. So now I'm not that good with math. I'm pretty sure that's pretty good. Now, in my continuing work with those guys and my work with agents from different shops all around the country, I've seen absolute cannot miss patterns when it comes to agents who are most often proactive, and those that are experiencing most of their day as kind of being, totally reactive, in reactive mode all the time. So I thought it'd be helpful to share that with you. So the reactive agent usually wakes up late because they were, generally up too late the night before, and right away they grab their phone, they check their email, which immediately allows the outside world to dictate their agenda. They usually find themselves pulled in like a million different directions every day because they do not carve out any time to purposefully and strategically set their own agendas. But the proactive agent knows how important it is to wake up even just a little bit earlier so they can be intentional, start their day on their terms, right? And the reactive agent has an unhealthy relationship with time. That's the best way I can put that. They say things like, there's no time, I don't have enough time. But the proactive agent understands that time is literally the most precious resource available to any of us. And so they are meticulous with how they allocate it. The reactive agent lives out of their inbox. They check their emails nonstop because they're obsessed with things like, Inbox Zero, right? It's the inbox and like a never-ending to-do list. And they say things like, this is just the way I do it. And they're totally closed off to doing the work to put an actual system in place. The proactive agent knows they're not going to make any extra money if their inbox hits zero, right? They make their money when they sell and rent property. That's the job. And so they're more concerned with making sure their pipeline is healthy and their sphere of influence is well nurtured. They also know that a to-do list, right? It's a glorified wish list. It tells you what to do, but not when to do it. And so the proactive agent structures their business through their calendar. They structure their lives through their calendars. They time block. They know what to do and when to do it. And they respect their calendars, okay? They treat their time blocks like appointments. And so when something comes up, which, like, let's face it, that happens all the time in this business, they reschedule that block as opposed to just, forgetting about it. Now, the reactive agent makes like lists and lists and lists of things to do, but never seems to get to the really important stuff because they're giving all their time and full attention, not to what's necessarily important, but to what screams the loudest for their attention. The reactive agent says things like, I'm overwhelmed, and leaves it at that, while the proactive agent is going to say something like, I'm overwhelmed, but here's what I'm doing to fix that. It's an important difference. The proactive agent is that way because she or he chooses to be so. Now, I have helped hundreds of agents, and I've seen firsthand that the most organized, methodical, proactive, mid six-figure to seven-figure agents, they didn't start out that way, okay? They wind up there out of necessity. They reach a point where they realize, hey, maybe I can be an absolute slave to my real estate business, right? I can break my neck. I can work 80, 90-hour weeks. I could have zero personal life, and then maybe I'll get above, the low six figures. But they know they're not going to grow much past that point unless they change some things. The ones who want to truly build a business, like grow a business where they're making $300,000, $500,000 a year and beyond, they know that it takes structure, intentional discipline to get there. Okay, I'm going to leave you with this. If you're watching this and you're feeling bad because you know that most of the time you're a reactive agent, don't feel bad about it. Because you can actually do some things literally like right now to change that. And the great news is you don't have to take radical steps, right? You can start small, and as a matter of fact, that works better, and I highly recommend it. So from my experience, you're probably much closer than you think. So what can you do? Okay, so let's, for example, say you wanted to wake up earlier so you can get more done. Cool, I am all for it. 15 minutes earlier, right? Go to bed 15 minutes earlier, wake up 15 minutes earlier a day for a few weeks. 15 minutes, you can do 15 minutes, right? If you're living out of your inbox and your to-do list, instead of that, try using your calendar to block one day out this week and be really disciplined following it. Just one day. Do that, see what it feels like, because I'm going to bet you notice a difference. And don't worry for a second about making like a total change here. Just do it for one day. Maybe you know that you need to get in the habit of calling prospects, but the idea of banging away at the phones for an hour a day is intimidating, so you keep putting it off. Okay, instead try this. Time block 10 minutes a day, 2 days a week. And in that 10 minutes, your entire job, just make one phone call. That's it, just one call. Now, when you think about making an hour of calls, how does that feel in your body? Not great, right? How does one phone call a day, 2 days a week feel? Pretty different. So take these small steps, small, tiny, and really simple. Think stars is a way to remember that. Small steps, repeated, that builds a habit. And once you have habits in place, you're going to find yourself becoming a much more proactive agent. All right, so cool. As always, I hope this short video helped. And if you like to jump on the phone with me so we can talk about how I can help you grow your real estate business, help you better manage your time, your team, your focus, so that you are more productive and more profitable, if you're into that kind of thing. I'm more than happy to get on the phone and help you do that. There is zero charge for this call, okay? It's not some sales call in disguise, or I'm going to hound you with aggressive sales tactics. I hate that. Okay, but at the end of your call, if you want to speak to me about what I can do for you, if we work together, cool. Absolutely happy to have that conversation. Whether we have that conversation, however, is up to you. So anyhow, I got around a dozen or so of these calls I can make time for each month. So if you're into it, I definitely suggest you book your call right now. Be proactive. There should be a button underneath this video or in the email that you received. Just hit that. It'll take you directly to my calendar. You can do that, or you can head over to greggsugerman.com. That is GREGGSUGERMAN.com. Go there and hit the About page, and there's plenty of info for you there about what I can do for you and your business, and there's that same link to my calendar on that page. So cool. Guys, that is it for me. Thank you for taking a few minutes to hang with me. Right, I hope you're having an awesome week so far. I hope business is great, and I'll speak to you soon.